Today we're going to create fancy preloading animation and hero animation on our Figma website, and that's going to help you to impress your clients and also prep up for before you're going to hand off this website or develop it yourself to understand what kind of animations and interaction you want to do. And we can do it all in Figma, no After Effects needed or any other design software, not even plugins. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm here in Figma, and if you want to follow along, the link to this project is going to be below this video. Now, the main technique that we're going to use here is component variants. And let me start by a quick demo just so that you understand how we're going to work through this and what are component variants. So we have this button here. Let me copy this and paste it outside of the dashboard. Not dashboard, but desktop view here. And let's go ahead and turn this into component. You can do this by either clicking these here or Command Option K, as you can see here. So let's go ahead, turn this into a component, and now we can add a variant. So you can see now this turned into a plus button, add variant. Now variant is basically just a different state, and we can animate between these states, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Now here I wanna create just a hover animation. So let's call the second state here on the left. Let's call this hover, and let's change the second variant. Let's change the background into green, and let's change the text into blue. So now basically we have defined a different state of this button, and let's create the interaction that when people actually hover over this, we animate into this variant. So I'm gonna go here into prototype, add an interaction, not a click interaction in this case, it's going to be while hovering, and then we're going to change to a different state, in this case the hover state. Now it can either be instantly, as you can see here, or we can go ahead and smart animate. So that's going to animate all the properties nicely over 300 milliseconds, so that should be okay. So let's go ahead and actually use this this component instead of just this normal button that we have here. Let me paste this to replace, and now it's right here. Let's go ahead and play this out so that we can see if this works. I'm gonna present the prototype, and what we have here is once we're hovering, we're changing into the different component. Now the trick here, this is very simple, is that we can use the same technique, but instead of just doing something like hovering, we can just use the delay trigger so that animations just happen after a while. So the first thing that I want to do is, let's say I want to reveal the text that we have here, so kind of like masking out. So here's how I'm going to approach this. First of all, I'm going to duplicate the desktop. The reason is, in this one, we're going to hide stuff, right? And I want to have a view of how things look like after they show up. So I always keep a copy of, let's say, the end state, because here we're going to create something that's going to be weird. We're not going to see anything, right? Because it's going to be a reveal animation. So let's go ahead and turn this text into a component. Actually, this text and these texts together. So I'm going to copy them, go here outside, paste them, and turn them into a component. Now let's call this hero text, hero text. Now this one, basically I'm going to have, I want to have 4 animations here because I want them to be revealed one by line. So animation number 1, animation number 2, animation number 3, and 4. So basically I need 5 variants here. But before I go ahead and create the variants, I want to break down the text. It's one element right now. I want to break it down into 3 because I will be animating, each line separately. So let's go ahead and break this down into separate text elements just so that I can animate them separately. This looks good. Now I also want to mask them so that we can move them within a mask. So I'm going to create rectangulars to mask them around, something like this. And let's take them all and move them to the background and go ahead and mask them this way. Now, after I'm masking them, using it as mask, basically what I can do is I can move them around, and you can see they're coming out of the mask, and that's the animation that we want to create. So now we have the basic setup. Let's go ahead and create the variants. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope that's enough. So let's say the last step is the last step. They're going to animate from this to this to this to this to this, and each time a sentence is going to come up, right? So here in the first step, everything is going to be hidden. So I'm selecting all of them and moving them down so that they are hidden inside of their masks. Now here, this is the second step. Discover has come up, but these ones are still hidden, right? So this is the first step. Discover came up. Now in the second step, discover and collect came up. So I'm going to hide these ones. And here, rare NFTs came up. So I'm only hiding this one. And in the last step, they all came up. So basically, these are kind of like keyframes in animation. Nothing, first line, second line, third line, and all of the text together. So now let's go ahead and animate them. So I can pick the from the interaction panel. We want to not on click, after delay. So after delay, and we don't need 0 delay, we can change to variant number 2. Okay, so we're going to move from here to here, not instantly. We're going to smart animate. And let's say 300, maybe let's turn it into 200 so it's faster. So I can go ahead and very quickly do this by dragging, changing to after delay, 0 delay, move to variant 3, that's correct, ease out 200, that's correct. So basically came here, animated, move here, animated, move here, animated, move here, after delay of 0, move to variant 4, 200, that's good. Let's go here, after delay, 0 delay. That looks pretty good. Okay, so this should be the animation. Let's go ahead and copy the first one, and let's replace what we have here with our component. So paste to replace, and now we have it here. Let's go ahead and test this out. And again, this is, I'm going to change the name of this from desktop 2 to hero animations, just so that I know what this artboard should show. And let's preview this. Okay, so you can see we've animated them, all the steps stacked one after another. That's nice. So now let's add that after the text came up, let's actually show all of these other elements, because it doesn't make sense that the text is animating but the elements are already there. So let's go ahead and pick this, and let's actually pick everything here that is not the main animation. Let's group it together. So now the hero has this other elements, and then the hero text. So let's copy the other elements. Let's paste them out here to turn them into a component. Let's call this, other element, makes sense. And create, this is going to be very simple. It's going to start from opacity of 0. So let's go here and reduce opacity to 0, and all of these opacity to 0. They're just going to move, animate the opacity. So move from here to here. But the thing is, I don't want this to start animating together with the text. I want this to wait until the text animation finishes, and then we trigger this animation. So let's calculate. We actually have to remember how long is this animation. So each step is 200 milliseconds. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 1000 milliseconds. So I'm going to do this after a delay of 1000 milliseconds, right? Then I'm going to change into variant 2 using smart animate. And let's make this like a longer fade of maybe 400 milliseconds. Okay, so let's copy this, the first step, and let's make sure that we replace other elements with our components. Now you see basically why I created 2 artboards, because here we're not going to see anything. And so you want to make sure that you remember how things are going to look like, because now they're hidden. Let's go out and test the hero animation again. And now we have the text, and then the other content fades in. And of course we can make this more fancy. We can move them up, slide them up, stagger them one after another. That's cool. All right, so now let's create a preloader to this. So for this, because I'm going to now hide this with some more content on top of it, I'm going to actually create let's create here another copy of this, and let's call this preloader. Now for this preloader, I'm actually going to delete everything that I have here, because I don't want this animation happening while the preloader animation happens. So what I'll do is I'll play the preloader animation, and then I'll move here, and those animations that we've created here are going to play out. If that sounds confusing, you'll see this in a second. It's going to be pretty easy. So let's go ahead and create this preloader. Let me just create this big kind of like gradient overlay on top of everything. So let's do a linear. Let's pick some colors that are, in this document, maybe something like this. That's okay. And let's create the loading bar. So let's go ahead, also create some kind of a loading bar. Let's make it dark. Let's give it some round corners. And let's say that this is the loading bar. Let's say that this is good enough. Now this loading bar, let's center it. Center would be nice. Needs to animate, so kind of like it's filling in. So let's, of course, go ahead and turn this into a component so that we can animate it, right? So turn into a component, call it load bar. And what do we have in this component? So actually, let's copy and paste this rectangular and maybe make it green. So I've created just an instance of this so that we can animate it this way. So let's start out from here. And now let's create a new variant. And for the end state, just fill it all up. Now you've seen this, so you understand what we're going to do. We're going to interact from here, not from click, after delay. Don't maybe delay. Let's just wait 100 milliseconds and then change to, you know, the end results, smart animate. Let's do this like 600 so that it like fills in nicely, maybe even 700 milliseconds. Okay. And let's take the first step. Let's replace this with our first step. Let's test out the preloader and see if the loading bar looks nice. Okay, so the loading bar looks nice. I can still see the background, so I need to make my overlay here a little bit bigger, and maybe this needs to be a little bit centered. But let's say that we have this, okay? So we basically have the preloader, and what I want to happen is after this finishes loading, I want kind of the, let's say this thing to mask out. Just kind of like move out and mask out this loading bar as well. So let's group these things together. Let's actually make a copy of this rectangular so they can be a mask. Let's group these together and let's use the copy of the rectangular as a mask. So now I can go ahead and mask it out when it's over. And so how we're going to animate it? Of course, turn this whole thing into a component. So let's go ahead, paste it up here. Turn this into a component, masking. Okay, let's create another variant. And in the variant, go ahead and animate the mask all the way to the top. Now, let's go ahead and animate this after delay, but we know that we have to wait at least 700 milliseconds for this thing to load. So yeah, after 800 milliseconds, that's okay. Go to the second variant and let's say do this for 500 milliseconds. 500 milliseconds. Okay, let's pick the first step here. Let's replace this with the component and let's test this out. So note what we have. Animation number 1, load bar. Animation number 2, the masking out. Let's go ahead and preview this. Okay, now we're stuck here without the animation. So what I really want is once this animation is finishing, and this animation, let's remember, that's, I think, this is going to be 100 milliseconds of delay plus 700, so that's 800. And then this is going to be 800 plus 500. So we're at 8 plus 5. I'm bad with math. So it's going to be 1300 milliseconds before we need to move here into the hero animation. So let's go to the preloader page, add an interaction. Let's not on click, after delay, after, what was that? 1300 milliseconds. Go navigate into hero animations. So, and instantly. So once all of these animations are over, instantly move here, and then all these other animations are going to trigger. So let's test this out and see if this works. Okay, and it works. So I hope you've seen that using this concept of using variants and animating them with delay, you can prototype or create mock-ups of really fancy animation. You can be very creative and create very elaborate stuff to both impress your clients or kind of understand how you want this to be developed. I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't seen how we turned this website into a Webflow website, we have a full-on tutorial for that as well, and I'll make sure that it's linked below. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.